What's up, everybody? Welcome Sunday night with Poppin'. Whoa, we got thunderstorms going on here, so hopefully the internet and the hear that? They're not happy. Hopefully the internet and the power stay on for us tonight. If not, I got a little bit of battery, so let's go. Guys, thank you for joining us. I see Funko Brothers, the internet and the power stay on. LSAPC. Not, I got a little bit of battery. Well, this is like my first time doing a live, right? I left my computer on there. So, Ryan, Milky, welcome. Thank you, everybody who's here. Thank you, anybody who's over on Let's Chat with Veterans. We're simultaneously on both channels again this week. We enjoyed it so much last week. Why not do it this week? Crids Collectors, welcome. Anthony Blaze. Yeah, boom goes the dynamite for sure. Mystery Madness Cleffles, Randy. And, of course, Anthony Blaze, Chase Ola. Hope Jeremy's still in here to see that. So, guys, tonight we have a pretty exciting show for you. We have a couple giveaways from two of our videos, and then we're going to give a one-way to the chat tonight. We're going to do that a little bit later. James Bashir's good evening as well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Tats, good evening. Guys, thank you for coming out. But tonight we have a very special guest. It is Big Easy's House of Pops. Guys, I'm not scared of thunder, but that's getting loud. So, we're going to have him on. We're going to talk about Funko's collecting everything. And then we're also going to talk about, if he's willing to, a little bit of his military service. He is an Army veteran. And you know the military is very near and dear to our hearts at this channel. And everything I do is based around the military, basically. So we are very happy and pleased to have him on tonight. If there's anyone out there that is a veteran that would like to come on one Sunday night, get a hold of me. We'd love to have you for sure. Humpty Scratch, good evening. Humpty, check out the video tomorrow. We're going to drop We Opened Your Sticker Packet. Dude, amazing stickers. So, you know. Anthony Blaze says he wants some rain. Come get it. It's coming down with a bucket full, it sounds like, out there. So, all right. If Mr. Big Easy is ready, we will bring him on. What is up,
What's up?
What is going on?
Just another day in paradise, sir.
Oh yeah. Is it raining by you?
It is. It is pouring down here. And
Yes.
It was 70 yesterday, and they are calling for snow on Thursday.
Pretty much, yeah. We threw our I work for the state of Missouri, the highway department. We threw our snow beds back in, our plows back on, and because Jeff said he told us to, and we're like, are you kidding? Then we looked at the forecast. We're like, yeah, we probably should do that. So, Grown Kids TV, welcome.
Hey, Mike and Lindsay.
Yes. I saw that they got a pretty good something coming. If you saw their Instagram, can't wait to see what that's going to be for sure.
Oh, I will have to check that out for sure.
Big Easy James, thanks you for your service, as we all
James.
do. So.
It's just a time in my life where I did what I needed to do and came home.
Yeah. So, and that's what's important. So you're semi-new to the Funko community. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, let's see. I've been collecting for, and evidently you're in a haunted house.
Sure sounds like it. Good gosh.
Let's see. I've been collecting for about 4 years. I often recall walking through Walmart and seeing the pops and go, oh, those are nice. Those are cool. And I think it was like Star Wars pops. It was like the C-3PO R2-D2 movie moment. I remember clearly. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. But no, I better not. I better not. Because I know if I buy one, I'm going to buy all of them. And little by little, it wore me down. And here we are today.
Exactly.
And I very much enjoy doing YouTube and everything. I've not been doing it very long for Funko Pops, only since September now. But I used to do videos for my previous job and had a good time with that as well. Absolutely.
Nice.
So I like to come on. I like to open up stuff, and I love mystery boxes and the gamble of what you might get. And if I can share it with the world, by God, I'm going to do it.
I totally agree with you there for sure.
I'm just surprised now. There's people that watch me on a regular basis and want to see my face.
Okay, took care of that. Who's your pop? What's up, Reef? Hello. Ryan Milky, thanks for that drop there, for sure, for sure.
Thank you for the plug, Ryan.
Yes. Ryan is the horseman version of Christina Payne. I'm sure you've met Christina so far.
I have.
Ryan is our, we're going to call him a dropologist because he likes to drop those for us. So,
well, the first live I ever did was on Pop Around the World for Ryan Milky's birthday.
Yep, I heard that.
Yeah,
I got to see a little bit of that, but I was doing a bunch of stuff that day and got a little busy. But yeah.
Well, the conversation was so intriguing and everything, and I was having a good time, and I wouldn't expect to even go on there, but I was like, heck, why not? And I did, and I think we chatted for a couple hours.
Yeah.
So, and he and I have been chatting ever since.
Yep, exactly. Big Easy, we also like to see you with your shirt on, Humpty says.
Yes. I promise you my shirt will not come off unless I consume probably 8 more beers.
Below average gaming dad, Christina Payne, good evening. Welcome back, Funko Brothers. Ryan said he popped your cherry. It was so fun.
It's the community has been very accepting. When I started doing YouTube, I wasn't I would watch lives, but I wouldn't really engage in them and stuff like that. And, I started getting into lives and, going on, Milky's live, and that kind of opened everything up. And ever since then, I think I've been on at least 4 or 5 now with, multiples scheduled for later. Like people asking me to be their guest and everything. And I was like, I don't get it, but I mean, it's just the community. The community just been so accepting and willing of anybody and everybody. If you're wanting to, having a good time with this, you're in. It is what it is. So
exactly, yeah. That's one thing, and I found that a long time ago that no matter who you are, what background you have, where you're from, they're gonna wrap their arms around you for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, we're all in this for the same reason. I mean, it's like-minded individuals who come from very different backgrounds from all over the world, and we're all come together by a toy.
Yeah, a plastic toy.
Yeah, and
I didn't have one within reach, or I was gonna grab one.
The fact that can happen is amazing, and it's very similar to the military. It's everyone comes from different backgrounds, different colors, races, religions and whatnot, but everybody puts on that same uniform, goes to work, and tries to accomplish the same thing. I think that's with the YouTube Funko community. That's what they're trying to do, is just spread the joy of collecting. So.
Yeah. And funny you should bring up the military part of it, because that's the way I see it too. I see it, military is a family. This is a family. And I didn't know, I'm coming in with like 3 things behind me in my very first video. And, they're not big grails and all this. And I'm like, no one's gonna do anything. No one's going to watch these videos. No one's going to follow me. It'll be okay. I'll do 3 or 4 and then I'll just forget about it. I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
But just enough people wrapped their arms around me and said, if you need anything, help, reach out.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes. And to me, that's just like growing up in a military family, same thing.
When I was in the Army, I didn't get along with everybody. We fought. Sometimes it is what it is. You're not going to like everyone. Yeah. It's just like, I'm sure there's YouTubers out there that don't like other YouTubers, and it's fine, But at the end of the day, whether it's the Funko community or the military, if me and that guy were in a bar together and someone wanted to pick on that guy, no one picks on my brother but me.
Exactly.
And, I'd go toe to toe with anybody, from the military. And branch anything, and I'd do the same thing for anyone in the Funko community. It's like Baby Ice was trying to push those stickers. She goes, "Hey, would you mind sharing this on Instagram?" I was like, "Absolutely."
Yeah.
I mean, what's 5 minutes out of my time? And it's been like that with my growth in the channel too, because I reached out to the first box battle I ever did was with Grown Kids TV, and to me, I mean, they're a huge channel,
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic content, and do a wonderful job. I joined their Patreon, and I asked them, I got really bold, and I was like, "Hey, would you guys mind doing a box battle?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure, no problem, anything we can do." And it was absolutely stellar. And then I met Adam from Beer to Pop, and he instantly was. Are we frozen? I think we're frozen. Hmm. I think everything's frozen. Oh yeah, he he left. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's start a pop collection. So he just sent me a message that says that his internet went out. And all right, cool. I'm gonna keep on talking. But yeah, so I reached out to Grown Kids TV, and I was like, "Hey, would you guys like to do a box battle?" And they immediately accepted. And then they absolutely 100% blew me out of the water, because we got a Smile World box, and then they got a rubber ducky, which was fantastic. And yeah, Mike and Lindsay, I want a rematch 100%. And that's another veteran too. Mike was in the Navy, so. And then I met Beer to Pop, met Adam at a Lex PopCon, which was in Lexington, Kentucky, and I think he lives in Louisville. And immediately went up. I'm not going to lie, I was a little starstruck because I've been watching him for a long time, and went over to his table, and immediately, very warm and heartfelt and everything. And he's like, "Oh, well, let me give you a sub to your channel." And then he's invited me a couple times to Louisville to do videos and stuff like that. It's just finding time to do it. And for someone with 30,000 subscribers to reach out to me, where I think it's less than 200 now. It's it's absolutely humbling. So, and then that same day I met 18 Games and Toys, and Adam and Aiden, and those guys are awesome. And I find out that it's he lives 10 minutes away from me, and we actually did a box battle on our channel. And I'm going to say this: after doing all these lives and joining the community and talking to everybody, realizing how many actual YouTubers there are in the state of Kentucky, let alone within 25 minutes from me, is absolutely mind-boggling. Like Randy over at Mystery Madness, he lives in Lexington, and Obi the Kid lives in Winchester, and A-Team living in Berea. And all of those are within 30 minutes from me, and it's absolutely mind-boggling how big the community can be so close to where you live. And Randy and Obi and I are actually going to be there he is.
All right.
I just started rambling. I don't know.
I said something earlier about the electric or the internet going out. The internet has really never gone out. It just did.
Okay.
So
yeah, I've just been.
Hopefully we can stay back.
I've been rambling and killing time, so I hope I didn't make anyone leave.
I appreciate it. I was trying everything I could to to get it back up. So,
and see, yeah, Funko Brothers is in Georgetown. Geez, I was just talking about how many people are within 30 minutes from me. It's absolutely crazy.
Yep.
And like Randy and Obi and I was just about to say, we're actually doing a box battle that's going to be dropping on Wednesday.
Sweet.
And with it's to my recollection, and I might be wrong here because I've not been doing this very long, but I've been watching YouTube for a while. It's the first 3-way box battle I've seen.
No.
I mean, have you ever seen anybody?
Only if they do them on a live.
Right.
I've seen them then, but never just 3 different videos. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, you got to find your niche and everything, and evidently box battles are mine because I've done a few, and they're some of my most viewed videos out there. So.
Yeah. Humpty is in Western Kentucky as well.
Humpty. Yeah. Humpty is like way west for me. I think it's like a 3-hour drive from here, but all the channels that are actually in Kentucky it's mind-boggling. I had no idea until I started doing all this stuff.
It's like Missouri as well. You know, we Let's Start a Pop Collection, Below Average Game Dad, myself, Baby Ice, and I think there's one more. No, Paparazzi Pops is 20 miles from me. You know? So it's amazing once you start sticking your hand out there, literally almost how many you can touch, you know?
Yeah, well,
in your
like A-Team lives 10 minutes from me. You know, you got Randy in Lexington, you got Obi over in Winchester. It's absolutely crazy. Like how you know, you could have had more friends if you just gone and talked to people. So,
wasting all this time.
Right. I mean, come on. It's like internet dating for Funko collectors.
There you go. I never thought about it that way, but you know.
It puts like-minded people together.
Exactly.
Using a simple algorithm of mystery box, Funko mystery box or something, you know?
Yep.
And you know, I've made a lot of friends here, you know, like Ryan Milkey, for instance. It's, you know, we hit it off from the get-go, and he lives all the way in Scotland. And then, you know, Comic Book Poser. I mean, we hit it off real good last week whenever we took our shirts off and everything. It's
I mean, if you can't bond over that, you can't bond over anything.
Absolutely. I mean, if anybody can watch me with my shirt off for more than an hour and still be friends with me, we're like this.
What's important. So
absolutely. I mean, even you. It's, you know, I've been on I've not even been on the Horseman, but I've been in the chats and everything like that. But you know, you, Jeremy, Milky, Randy, everybody, you know, it's very, very accepting, and you know.
Oh yeah.
So I'm in it to win it, man. Yep. I'll be doing this for a while.
Exactly. Chase's Kingdom, welcome. Kenneth Bird, Nadia, good morning, afternoon, evening. I'm not sure if you were here before when I left. I looked up and the spinning wheel of death was going. I'm like, I'm screwed.
I did my best.
I did that. So, well, we don't want to really talk about too much because you will be coming on the Horseman at some point in time. I know you will. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure that the next time Randy does it, I'm going to be the guest then.
So I believe so. Yeah, should be 2 weeks because I have it this coming week, and then he's got it the next.
Yeah, so it'll be this month.
Question someplace. Okay. Hoosier Pop. Rob asked, one pop you regret buying and one you regret not buying.
Oh, I have to think about that one. I know one that I regret not buying is the Jabba's the Hutt's Jabba's Palace set with Slave Leia and everything. That was at Walmart for like $25 back in the day. As far as regret, I really don't regret buying any of the pops that I like, that I want, because I'm very focused on stuff that I like, not so much collections. Like I like weird stuff. I like the first pop I ever bought was Tony Stark wearing the cat t-shirt. And that's actually right here. First pop I ever bought. And
Nice.
I just thought it was interesting and funny that, you know, Tony Stark's wearing a freaking cat t-shirt. And that's why I bought. So I can't really say I regret buying anything.
Yeah.
Because now there's some polls as far as like mystery boxes go that I've pulled it out and went, I have nothing for this, but
Yeah, I think that's a lot of us. Anybody who does mystery boxes, half or 3/4 of what you pull is going to be like, okay.
Anime.
And sad to say, for me, it's anime, most Spider-Man, most Batman. I'm more, and I've already completed the series. The set is the American history. I've already completed it.
Yeah.
Or the Hanna-Barbera stuff. I was hot on that last year. I still am. This year, I'm going more towards the autograph side of it. Just trying to get like one new autograph a month.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I have completely worn down my budget because I was going absolutely fat as crazy with buying stuff. And you know, I was like, oh, I have to get ready for my my YouTube channel. I need to buy every pop I can just to make a wall behind me. And then I'm just like, now, and I've heard so many people say this exact same way. Now I just need to focus on certain lines and certain stuff that I like instead of buying everything.
I was like that when I first started opening mystery boxes. I was like, okay, I got to keep everything. I got to keep them all. Even if I don't have a clue as to what it is, I got to keep it. And then I started looking at it and I'm like, why? I don't know what it is.
Right.
I have no clue. I've never seen an anime. I don't know what that is, you know, and it's like just too many. And I was, all right, now, you know, I stay in my lane, you know, of what I like. So
I have certain areas of my collecting area of stuff. Like I have a certain shelf for all my grails and gifts. And then my back wall is usually stuff that I'm liking at the moment and sodas and just, oh, this is cool. I got to put this up here kind of thing. A whole bunch of Marvel and Star Wars and everything. And then I have a shelf for backstock stuff that, you know, like Halloween pops that I like to put out in the house whenever Halloween time comes around, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I have the big old box of stuff I need to do something else with because it doesn't need to be in the house.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I have 2 black shelves over there full of they need to go someplace. So
yeah. So if Whatnot ever decides to grace me with their presence, then I will definitely 100% have plenty of stuff, as I showed you earlier, stuff that I have to sell.
Yeah.
It's my first video, I remember that I put on there that I'm not a reseller, which I'm not. I'm not going to be one of those guys that goes out and buys something to flip it for, you know, 10 times the amount. But I will sell stuff because I don't need everything.
Well, you know, and I've been labeled a flipper my whole life because I do buy and sell.
Right.
That's fine. But if anybody ever needs something or wants something, I'm not, like you said, I'm not going to charge $100 for a $50 pop. I'm just not. You know, if I paid $50, got out of a mystery box, send me $50 and I'll ship it to you. You know, if it's worth that much, you know.
What I have done in the past is I've put stuff on eBay before, but I'll like start it as an auction, like for a penny. Like one, I was lucky enough to find a David Rose chase in Walmart. David Rose fits nowhere in my collection whatsoever. And I knew it was a very valuable pop. So I put it on eBay, but I started it as for a penny on a 10-day auction, and I just let it go, and they could decide what the market value of it was.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be the one guys like, oh, well, PPG on it's $50, so you have to give me $50. Yeah. Now, if I paid $50 for it, then I'm going to want my money back.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I only paid $9 for it at Walmart, and it's worth that, I can be like that, but I really feel bad. So I will let the consumer decide what it is, put it on eBay, start it at a penny, have it. If it sold for $10, it sold for 10. If it sold for 5, it's going to sell for 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is what it is.
Nadia said she's picky collector. Good evening, LJ the Geek and Man Hatter. I saw you slipped in. Good evening. Mark Schaefer as well. Good evening. Mark says, I've decided not to be a completionist anymore. One of these days, we will get a snapshot of Mark Schaefer's collection. It has got to be huge.
Yeah.
He's about the only person I think he said he has every Popsy that they just dropped, or has them ordered or something.
Right.
So I think he's the only person. Him and Walmart. So.
And when you say Walmart, you mean like the 4 Walmarts you have to go to find all of them.
No, not the Popsies.
Really?
My Walmart has 300 of them on the shelf.
Wow.
And I bought one for my girlfriend for, I think it was Valentine's Day. It was the Maleficent one.
Mm-hmm.
And because, just to be funny, but I bought her that one, and I don't think they've sold any more since, it doesn't look like.
Yeah.
Or they keep stocking them, one of the two.
Yeah. I've bought one as a gift. And it's I mean it's more of like a birthday card kind of thing to me.
Because on the side of it you can sign it to and from.
Yeah.
On the side of the box. So it's more of a thing, yeah.
Like I think the die-hard Funko collectors, like I must have everything Funko, will buy a bunch of them.
Exactly.
And but I'm trying not to go down rabbit holes. Like realize I think in my collection right now like 500 items, which is a lot. And I'm trying not to jump down more rabbit holes for because I know I'm going to buy stuff. Like the gingerbread men. No. I honestly liked them, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy these, because if I do that, then I'm going to buy all of them, and then I'm going to have more stuff to put on my wall. Well, I think I was a month into doing YouTube. I did the Heroes Realm Funko Hunt video, or Pop Hunt video, and he called me about a week after it dropped, said, hey, somebody sent you, or somebody left something here for you. And I was like, what do you mean somebody left something for me? I'm nobody. And he was like, well, he watched your video and he thought that you would like this. And it was the get this without knocking everything over, the Spider-Man gingerbread man. So now I have to buy all of them. And I shared this story with Sassy as well, and now Sassy is taking it upon herself to, from what I understand, to immerse me further into the gingerbread world, because this fat guy needs more cookies. Yes, yeah. This fat guy needs more cookies. So,
yes. LSAPC said he goes down rabbit holes all the time. He thinks they're fun. Chase's Kingdom bought a Popsy just to smash with a hammer. Mark Schaefer said he has over 3,300 Funko products.
Golly, that is a lot.
Even with everything that I've sold, traded, sent away, plus this, I don't think I'd have 30. Maybe 2,000 pieces, maybe, and that's pushing it.
Yeah, it's that's a lot of Funko. That's a lot of vinyl in your house.
Gosh, yeah, wow. Speaking of rabbit holes, this is the newest rabbit hole I've been going down lately, thanks to Templar Pops. He's not here, but the heck are they? They're trading cards. Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
I don't know anything about him. He's been selling them lately, so I've been jumping on his whatnot auctions, and oh, good Lord, I've got a bunch to go through and don't really know what to do with them. So,
well, the rabbit hole I am very much trying to avoid hearing anything about, trying to avoid do anything with it, because I know that I will 100% immerse my life into it is NFTs. I hear you. I hear let's start a pop collection. I hear all these guys doing this stuff, and I'm not gonna lie. There's sometimes I've turned the mic off because I'm just like, if I hear about this, then
they are addicting.
Yes.
LSPC can speak to that. I got really sucked into them, or not sucked into them, really interested in them. Started getting them, started picking them up, and that somebody said NFT.
Yeah.
And then I kind of looked at it, and I'm like, they're to me they're like pops.
Yeah.
I want to collect this line, and I don't want the other stuff.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people like Jeremy, nothing against anybody who does this, they want them all.
Yeah.
That's your prerogative. But personally, I just want to get that Popeye set, that retro comic set. That's the one I'm going after. I've only got 2 more, and I can get everything.
The way they're going to get me, though, and I know this, is that the gamble of getting the redeemables and having to collect all the cards to get other redeemables. Mm-hmm. Because if I feel like if I'm going to spend money and I'm going to get something that's digital, but if that digital item can bring me an actual real life item that are super valuable as far as, the market goes and whatnot, I'm going to go all in. So I am just 100% no NFTs for me. And then one day it's going to be just like Funko Pops. 5 years down the road, I'm going to go, oh yeah, I'm going to need to do that. And finally, and it's going to be a very expensive rabbit hole at that point, I believe.
Exactly. And we're seeing that already with those where some of them are really, really high, and some are, reasonable. It's just like a Funko Pop. You're totally right.
Right. It's it's I'm as of this point in time, I'm out. I will say though, I did set up a wax wallet, and when it got to the point of saying, "Hey, you need to put money in it," and I was like, "Nope, not doing it. Not gonna do it."
See, and that's what's weird, because when I signed, it must be something new, because when I signed up, I didn't have to do that, and that wasn't but a month and a half ago. But now recently, people have said, "Well, it tells you have to buy 5 wax and blah blah." I'm like,
yeah. They wanted me to put, I think it was like $30 on there.
Yeah,
and then it was starting to get real, and I was like, no, I can't do this. Oh, look, I'm not going to touch.
Exactly. So, I'm going to drop a hashtag in the chat here, guys. If you just comment back, just all you have to do is push hashtag America. You will be entered tonight to win a free 3x5 American flag. Sent anywhere, U.S. or internationally. I don't care. I will send it overseas. I would love it to go overseas, but all you have to do is put hashtag America in the chat, and you're entered. So
thank you, Jeremy. You're just like an NFT dealer there, aren't you?
Oh, he is a street hustler on those NFTs for sure.
Yeah, Mike and Lindsay is another one. They are super lucky with their NFTs. Like I watch all their videos, and it is crazy. Some of the, they got 2 redeemables in one pack. I think one time it was wild.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think LSAPC has done the same thing. Times. Yeah. I open a 5-pack and I get 3 commons, an old shoelace, and the pack, and that's it. So
it's it looks fun, but I know it would be taxing on my wallet, and it's like my family we're a single income family, which it's fine. We do fine for ourselves, but so I've limited my budget every month. I've allotted myself $100 to purchase mystery boxes, random Funkos from the store, whatever. And that is what I have to make videos for the time being. And that's, to me, my wife and I talked about it. She's very supportive of me doing this, and I appreciate her for that. But at the end of the day, we got bills to pay, and we got to do what we got to do.
Exactly. And that stuff comes first, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's, my family 100% comes before anything in the world.
Yeah.
And if I had to one day stop collecting Funkos for my family for any reason whatsoever, I'd do it in a heartbeat. It just is what it is. This is fun. This is my hobby and my toys and everything like that. But
Yep.
at the end of the day, if you can't take care of what you have as far as your home and everything like that, it's
Yeah.
and I blame the Army for that one, because before the Army, I was not on that path.
Now, you say Army. You joined when you were 18, straight out of
I
high
joined when
school.
I was 17. I was
Oh,
still in
okay.
high school when I joined. It
Okay.
was February 27th of 2003. And I went to basic, I think, that July. And it was very much, I blame the military for me being alive right now, because I was going down a path that I know that was not good for anyone. And it it has, I'd say the military made me who I am today, and my wife has taken that man and straightened him the hell up.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's yeah, it's it's for me, it was 100% a crossroads. Like, if I had kept doing what I was going to be doing, then I was going to be probably in jail, dead, or wherever, or go to the military and actually straighten the hell up and do what I got to do. So
Yeah.
it's
Chase's Kingdom says, "Thank you for your service, sir."
it's my pleasure, Chase. I am no one special. I promise you that.
So you say it was kind of a crossroads for you, and I hear that from a lot of veterans that
Yeah,
I speak with. Um, and so, how many years did you serve?
I did. Um, I can tell you the exact time. 10 years and 18 days.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was 28 and I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And I mean, it is what it is, but it was rare for me, someone of that age, to be diagnosed with juvenile diabetes.
Yeah.
Um, and my VA doctor believes that it was due to exposure, something over while I was in country, which there's no way of proving it now. So it is what it is. Um, but that is the fastest medical discharge I have ever seen in my life. I think it took 72 hours and I was out of the military.
Wow.
And I will not lie to you, I was bawling like a baby, because I absolutely
Yeah.
loved being in the military.
Yeah.
And I miss it to this day. Like, I have friends out there who are still in, and they're just like, "Oh man, I can't wait to get out. I can't wait to get out," and blah 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 blah. And I was like, I said that a lot too when I was in, but now that I'm out, I would want nothing more than to be back in
Yeah.
right this second.
Yeah.
But
What was your most liked and your least liked thing about the military?
uh, I liked the sense of pride that like putting on that uniform did for me and everything. Um, it's I didn't do it for the money. I didn't do it for college or anything like that. I just did it because I thought it was the right thing to do, and it's something that I needed to do. And so I just had fun with it, and I yet stuff not like long nights. You work your ass off. You do stuff that is not fun. You can't grow a beard, but it is what it is. And but at the end of the day, there's really nothing that, I mean, you getting over into war and having to do stuff that you don't want to do, or don't, you know, might have moral objections with, but it's everything I did in the military was to do the military and do what I was supposed to do, and you know
Yeah.
do my time. So,
Yeah. If let's say an 18-year-old, 17-year-old, either man or boy or girl, came up to you today, it was on the fence
mhm.
about going in the military, what would you tell them?
So it's I feel like if you don't have any direction in your life, like there's a lot of kids out there that are in high school. They're like, I'm going to be a veterinarian. I am leaving this high school. I'm going straight into college. I'm going to get this science degree. I'm going to go to vet school, and that is what I'm going to be and what I'm going to do 100%. Go be a vet. Do you? If you're in high school and you go, I have no idea, I have, it's very questionable as to what I could be or what I can do. And it is what it is. Go give it a shot. I mean, sign up for do a 2-year tour or something like that. I personally believe every single person. I mean, I know this is it's a very sketchy subject. I personally believe that every person should do at least 2 years. And that's, just to do your duty to your country where you live and, support your nation.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike. And tell them to join the Air Force.
I heard they get steak and they play a lot of golf. That's all I know. So.
I can't tell you how many times we used to take, when we were in Iraq, take soldiers in the back of a 5-ton to the Air Force base, and we just sit there in the parking lot and just go, I need to join the fucking Air Force.
I signed the wrong paper.
I have clearly made
my dad
horrible decisions.
Yeah.
Like, they actually got, the Air Force guys got a bonus for having to live where we lived. Like, we had nice little 2-man trailers and air conditioning and everything like that. It was nice. But they got a bonus for having to live there, for having to live in unhospitable conditions.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
If you hadn't joined the Army, what would be your second branch?
I was honestly on the fence between the Army and the Marines. It's the only time I really want to be on the ocean is if I'm on a cruise ship and I can't legally fly. So it's to me, like, I was 100% hopped up, ready to go if I on the ground, whatever we had to do. Which is funny because of my MOS has nothing to do with that. But
that was my next question. What would your MOS?
I was a cook. I was I actually have a culinary degree, and both my parents are chefs. And when I went and took the ASVAB, I got a 97, I think it was. So they said, hey, you could have any job you want. And I was like, yeah, I'll do cook. Why?
Yeah.
Which I actually enjoyed it very much. There was a lot of early mornings and a lot of late nights. But for me, food has always been a passion of mine. And actually, the second time I went to Iraq, I actually ended up working at the Joint Visitors Bureau, which is where all the celebrities and all the delegates went through and everything. And I was one of the cooks there, and they said, "Oh, we have to do 5-star dining," and I was like, "Okay, no problem." And we had the General Gardner, who's a 3-star general over all of Iraq at the time. He had us come over there and do a cookout for his PSD team on top of Saddam's palace. And our job was to take all the food that they fed to the soldiers and make it 5-star dining. Just kick it up a notch. One time we had our commander wanted steak, so we had these big frozen roast beefs, and I cut the eye out of the roast beef, and then I sliced it up and seared the hell out of each side and all around it and everything to make it look like a freaking filet mignon. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, how did you get this in country?" And I was like, "Don't you worry about that.
Don't worry about
it." But for the general, we did like ribs, and we soaked them in pineapple juice, and then we made our own sauce, and we did all this other stuff, and it was good food. I mean, it wasn't bad by any means. Yeah. And I'm over there. It's 110 degrees. I'm sweating over this grill and everything, and the general just walks right up and goes, "Who's responsible for this?" "No, not me. No."
Yeah.
And my sergeant goes, "No, that's the guy right there. He's the one." And he looked right at me and goes, "Yeah, you work for me now." So I became his private chef
Nice.
at that point, and I got to cook him breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I was fishing the rest of the time
I
until
was
he
gonna
went back to
say,
the
and
States.
that would kind of pull you out of harm's way a little bit too.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and then he found out I could shoot, and then I became his personal security detail. So
Oh man, Baby Ice. Good evening, Dead Zone Citizen. Welcome. Grown Kids TV. Mike said, I tried to do the blue to green program to be an Army helicopter pilot. If anybody doesn't know, Mike served in the United States Navy, or still does. I'm not sure
I don't
which.
think he's in anymore. I think
I think he's
he
out.
might be reserved, but I think he's out.
And then Jeremy LSAPC said somebody say food because he is a chef as well.
Yeah, we talked about that the other night on Pops and Pints.
Yeah, that is something about this community too. We're all collecting plastic toys, but like there's pockets of certain jobs that you do. Like you have chefs, and there's a lot of chefs in this community, and a lot of this, and it's amazing just to learn all that now. So
it's funny where your life can take you.
mm-hmm.
It's like I always fell back on food. Food's always kind of been like more like my art form, my artwork, if you will, because I love the show Chopped. I can just go into my pantry, pick anything, and then just make something, and everyone is well, it's great. Like I actually work at a prison, and we don't get the best ingredients, we don't get the best anything, we don't anything at all. And I'm new. Like I've been doing this for less than 2 years, but I have a passion for making good food. And there's a lot of people that I work with that don't have that passion. They're like, man, you're dumb for doing this. You need to just, throw it in the pot, mix it up, put it on a plate and done. I'm like, no, I can't do that.
They don't. They're not going to know any different. It's just them, Yeah.
Right. And I learned a long time ago that the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And if the prisoners like your food, they're not going to shank you. So why the hell not?
There you go.
And and it's for me, it's always been a passion. In the Army, it was a passion, and it's you have those. But it was always something that I could always fall back on. If I lost my job tomorrow and couldn't work at the prison anymore, or anything like that, I could always go cook somewhere. Yeah. Yes, the hours suck. The pay sucks. You stink at the end of the day. You are hot, sweaty, and everything under the sun. But at the end of the day, I still love doing it.
Yeah.
And people will always have to eat.
Exactly. I saw Mike says he's out, so that's good.
Yeah.
But thank you, Mike, for your service for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks,
Ryan
Mike.
is also a trained chef. Oh. Nadia has a diploma in pastries. So James Bashirs was a short order cook. See, it's just those little things.
It's huge. Yeah.
You would never know from watching the guy on TV that what they do for a living. So I says, feed me.
So yeah, it's for me, I really enjoy doing it, but I'm at the end of the day, like we've talked about before, I have a family sport, and a short order cook job is not going to do it, and everything like that. And you don't ever have weekends, you don't ever have holidays or anything like that. So
exactly,
like the job I have now, I work 4 days a week, and I'm off, it pays my bills. Everything's good to go. And for me, that's 100% worth it.
Exactly. Now you said you went overseas, you went out of country.
Twice.
You served 2 tours?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Iraq both times?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. It's hot, if anyone was wondering. Very hot.
So you're saying you wouldn't take your family on vacation? I mean,
No. No.
A little too hot. So.
Hot and hostile.
Yeah. That's for sure. Randy has a degree in networking communication, but he does heating and cooling.
So that's a job that pays too. and it
Yeah,
I'm sure
somebody
it
always
pays
needs
very
their
well.
air overheat. Yep.
Yeah, it's I was actually going with telling him stories about heat and air because I used to do apartment maintenance as well. So I'm a man of multiple skills and talents. I have my own handyman business. I do the cooking thing. I military. I've done a lot of stuff. A bartender, bouncer. Um, I've always been the guy that's had like 2 or 3 jobs at any point in time, just because you know, I don't like sitting still.
Totally agree.
But
Totally
yeah,
agree. Yeah, I have my bachelor's in psychology and criminal justice,
mm-hmm.
and I work in the middle of busy traffic, so that makes sense.
But it's and that goes back into doing what you need to do versus what you want to do,
Yep.
and that's my job. It's I wake up at 2 a.m. every morning. I go in and I'll work for 10 hours and I'll come home, and
Yep.
I deal with adult toddlers who
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah.
Well, I
But
yeah I ran an inmate crew for our shed for 4.5 years. I would go
yeah,
pick them up in the morning, make them work, take them back in the afternoon, and then when I had to drop them off in the afternoon, I thanked God because there were some
yeah,
days they were perfect, and then other days they were like you said, they were like a 6 3-year-olds back there. You
hmm
know, I just wanted to stop the vehicle and just slap each one of them and say, "Sit down." But couldn't,
yeah, yeah. In the prison I work at, the crimes there are less than favorable, even with the prisoners. So,
yeah,
um, having children myself, it's very difficult sometimes to talk to them and be in the same room with them. But I do what I have to do my job, and I go home.
like you said, you have a family to support,
Absolutely,
and that's number one. And there's too many people out there these days that don't realize that.
right.
They don't think that way. So
Yeah, and it's it's not me first; it's them first.
yeah. And do you think the military put that in you, or was that something you learned as a child?
I've My family growing up was very different than everything. We were a very large family, and everyone kind of just enveloped everyone, and we were it takes a village kind of situation. Well, we had a very massive village sized family, and I go to my aunts, my grandparents, everybody, just to do that, and I think that instilled family dynamics into me. I think that the military gave me a drive and to do what needed to be done, and my wife gave me a purpose for doing it.
Nice.
So I always wanted a family, but I was 30 when I had my first kid.
Yeah.
It was one of those I wanted everything to be, I right before I could do it, and it wasn't even right then. I don't think anybody's ever ready for whenever that situation happens. But
Probably not.
uh,
Probably not.
no, but I have people I went to high school with who have grandchildren, and yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I have a couple guys that are younger than me that have grandkids, and I'm like sitting there in my head doing the math, and I'm like, how?
yeah,
Yeah.
the girl that I know who's a grandmother is about 6 months younger than I am, and I was like,
Crazy.
all right, do
Your
you?
granddaughter and my daughter are in the same class. That's weird.
It's
Uh,
yeah, but I think it's a combination. The military has definitely been a very big part of who I am and what has made me become who I am.
yeah.
And it's I thank God every day for it, honestly, because it sucked a lot, but I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for it.
That's good.
Yeah. So
So I guess my next question is if anybody wanted to reach out to you, are you okay with that?
oh,
You know, just to
absolutely.
chat. Um, I always ask the guests because I don't want to just throw your information up there
Well,
with you
here's the
saying.
thing.
So
Whenever I saw you doing this channel, like for
Mm-hmm.
the first time, I immediately wanted to reach out to you and let you know that anything I can do, I'm there. I'm in it. Anything I can do to help veterans, I'm in it to win it. A buddy of mine who was a Marine, I found him living in Walmart, like when Walmart was 24 hours a day. And I found him living there. He was charging his phone in the electronics department. He was living in a freaking bathroom stall, at night and everything. And he had been living there for about 3 months.
Wow.
And I mean, I picked him up. I was like, "What are you doing?" And immediately, I got him a hotel and got him a place to take a shower, got him a place to sleep, and everything like that. Got him some clothes, got him some, before I tell the story, I'm not looking for yay, good jobs and everything like that. I'm just letting you know I'm in it to win it. And I think I put up like $1,500 out of my own pocket just between hotels and food and everything like that. But got him involved. He wasn't even put into the VA. Got him put in the VA, and they had we have a veterans homeless shelter here. That's very difficult to get into, but you can live there for 18 months rent free. And what they do is they take your paycheck and they give you half of it and they keep the other half. So when you leave, here's some money and have a nice day. And so got him. They told me it was going to take 2 years to get him in there. So I'm scrambling. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got him at the VA. The VA said we can set him up with a veteran housing for like he'll have like 4 roommates and stuff like that. But I was like, I really don't think that's what he needs right now. He needs some structure.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the people in the military need that structure. But I got him all set up. They were like, all right, drop him off at 4:00 today. We will take him over there and we will get him all set up and everything like that. And then on the way there to pick him up, the veteran homeless shelter called me and said we just had a room open up, and immediately got him in there. Nice. And then I reached out, and he's actually a chef as well. He went to culinary school too. Reached out to a buddy of mine who I knew owned a restaurant. He said, I was like, I got a friend who needs a job. If he F's up, call me, I'll fix it. And had a job for him the next day. I was willing to give him rides wherever he needed to go. I went and I filled his fridge up. I got him everything he needed to live. And I said, here's my number. You call me. I'm not going to bother you anymore because I know how much it hurts me to ask for help, let alone someone try to come in my life and help me thinking that I have failed. And
exactly.
So I stopped. I said, you call me if you need anything at all. And he never did. He never called me or anything like that. I knew when he was moving out, that was about it. And I said, do you need anything? Do you need me to help you or anything like that? He's like, nope, don't need anything. And now he is married and he has 2 children.
Wow.
And living his best life.
That's amazing. Yes.
So, I mean, that is the most elaborate and lengthy story I have as far as helping an individual veteran. But anything I can do to help a veteran, I'm in it. So,
yes. Well,
I hope this channel takes off, and anything I can do ever.
Well, I appreciate that, and I know you said you don't want it, but I appreciate what you did for your friend. Guys, we walk past these men and women, both that have served, that are down on their luck, and a lot of people look at them and they just walk right on by. It doesn't take but 2 seconds to help somebody. You may not be able to do like Big Easy did, but you can do something. Buy them a hot meal, whatever it may be, stuff like that. Just listen to them. Sometimes they just want to talk. They just want to get stuff off their chest. If you'll be an open ear for people, sometimes that will kick them in the butt and get them moving towards something different too. So,
And you know, I'm going to speak from personal experience. I've been down on my luck. I've never been homeless. I've never, you know, anything like that. But having been in the military, you know, in charge of soldiers, and you know, doing my job, doing some very extreme stuff, it is very hard for me to say I need help. And there is that mentality goes branch wide, nationwide. It just is what it is. There's a certain type of person that joins the military, and someone who is very alpha male or alpha female who doesn't take shit from anyone and won't ask for help, and
yeah,
that's fine. You know, it's very hard to help people who don't want help or think they don't need help.
yes,
But it's eventually they're going to get to the point that it's like my buddy living in Walmart thought everything was fine. You know,
that
he's
that was norm to him.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean he was doing what he had to do to live, and uh, I've been very blessed in my life, you know, and I was like, this ain't a way to live for anybody.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine if he'd been doing that, then COVID hit, and then
exactly,
Walmart goes from 24 hours to, you know, we're not open anymore.
exactly, exactly.
So
Now where does he go? I mean, by this time he's so down that he doesn't know what to
yeah,
do. So
the last I heard, he was actually in the process of buying his first house.
nice, very good,
So
very
yeah,
good. And I know, like you said, a lot of guys and gals don't want to talk, and it's like I said, just be an ear, just be an ear.
yeah,
You know, there'll be subtle signs that they want. There'll be subtle signs they want help, but they're not going to ask for it.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know, you can see
and,
more with your eyes than you think. Let's just put it
yeah,
that way. That sounds
and,
weird to say, but it's true. You know,
and a lot of times with veterans too, especially homeless veterans that aren't out panhandling or anything like that. Like for me, just I won't even start. I won't even say anything to them. I'll just offer them a smoke. I'm like, here, and they're
yep,
like, oh, I don't need them. Like, well, that's fine, but if you want it, it's here,
yeah,
and then that'll start a conversation right there.
yeah,
So,
exactly. And that's the biggest thing is just getting that conversation started. You
yeah,
show them a little bit that you're willing to help them, and a lot of times they'll open up. You know, I had a
it.
coworker that he's no longer with us, unfortunately,
Mm,
and he he reached out for help, and a lot of us saw it, and I tried,
mm-hmm,
but it was too late, in my
yeah,
opinion, and I to a point I hold myself responsible for that because I didn't. I can sit here and say listen to people and do all this, and at the same time I didn't catch what he was throwing, and
right.
I feel bad about that to this day, and it's been I don't know 6 or 7 years now. But I can't
It
dwell on that either.
you can't.
That can't keep
It's
me from helping the next
yeah.
person down the line. So
It's really hard to blame yourself for something like that, and unfortunately, it happens.
yeah,
You know, it's I've seen it in my personal life too. Um, but it's you know, at the end of the day, if you know someone might be hinting that they might need help or something like that, but it doesn't mean that you're picking it up. My wife
exactly.
hints at me every single day, and I still get her pissed off because I'll miss something. You know, it is what it is. But
Yeah,
um, and I want to say this too: if you know of a veteran that needs help or anything like that, and you offer it to them, and they eventually say no, like from the get go, it doesn't mean no.
yeah,
You know, it's we've been trained not to ask for help. We've been trained not to be the weak person that we feel that anyone that needs help is weak and blah 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 blah. Just saying hi every time you see them, you know, just giving them, a, hey, how are you? You know, let them bum a smoke, let them, you know, buy them a cup of coffee or something like that. That can open up a whole avenue of, you know, of change in someone's life.
yeah,
It's just because you say no from the get-go doesn't mean it's a no.
Yeah. And a lot of times it might be the situation that they're in. Are they around
Yeah.
other? Are they in a group and they feel like you're calling them out or whatever, and then they say no, get away.
Yeah.
Okay, you get them alone, and they may that will probably change. So
Right.
it's just how you approach everything. But definitely, if you know a veteran out there that needs help, reach out to. There's so many people out there. Big Easy, myself. There's so many veterans organizations out there as well.
And
Hopefully, we're going to be working with an organization here later in the year. I can't really say much yet, but hopefully we can get that tied down in the next week or so. So
yeah.
hopefully some exciting stuff coming there to help a lot of veterans out. So.
It's and I will say that there's a lot of red tape when it comes to getting help, like from the VA and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If anybody has any questions or anything or needs help with anything, really, honestly, reach out to me because I am all about helping out some veterans. And I can, if I know how to help, I will help. If I don't, I will find you someone that does because I have a lot of phone numbers in my phone of people that can help out other people. So it's like I say it all the time. I'm in it to win it. So if you need help, honestly, hit me up on IG,
Yep.
whatever. So
yeah, totally agree. Same thing here, and there's many other people in the community as well that have opened their hearts to veterans, which we should. They're the reason we can do this right now.
yeah.
So it's as easy as that. So
100%.
I'm gonna drop this hashtag one more time. I know there's some new people in here.
America.
If I can read it. All right. If you just put hashtag America in the comments here, you'll be entered to win. It's not much, but it's a brand new American flag, still sealed. We will ship this internationally or domestic, doesn't matter. So all you gotta do is put hashtag America in there. 1 vote per person, and someone will win that tonight. We also have our other flag we're going to give away for our convoy video and our Danger Mouse for our Tons of Fun battle box that we did with them.
There you go.
Stay tuned. We got some giveaways coming up. So
Tetons did a hell of a box.
Yes.
Did you get one of their mystery boxes?
I did, and I am opening it Wednesday.
Well, I have been watching all of them, and I have not seen the 2 $100 boxes come out yet. So,
okay, you're 100.
I think mine was like 68 or 69 or something like that.
Hey, that's still. I mean, what was it?
Oh, 50, it was a hell of a box.
55, I think, or 50.
Yeah, 55 shipped.
55 shipped. Yeah, and it was a great cause. And guys, if you're not following Tons of Fun, make sure you go over there. Great channel, great father-son duo there. Sometimes I gotta fast forward through some of it, but it's fine.
It's my children like watching my pop videos and everything, and I actually picked up a Spider-Man soda, and my oldest daughter is absolutely infatuated with Spider-Man. Like
Nice.
I have gotten her I had a Spider-Man comic blank, and I took her to this guy who is an artist for Marvel, and he made her a custom Spider-Man cover.
Nice.
And had that encapsulated and graded and all that stuff. And it she saw the Spider-Man soda and she goes, "Daddy, I need to be on a pop video."
Nice.
So last night on Sassy Cajun's Whatnot auction, I actually I bought a whole bunch of stuff from her, and Sassy also threw in a whole bunch of stuff too. And so with her box, my daughters are both going to be on not my next video, but the video after that. Yeah. It should be a good time. Nadia, I do have a favorite wrestler. I do. And I have his pop right here.
Nice. That pop is interesting.
Yeah,
That thing has fluctuated so much; it's not even funny, price wise.
Yeah. They only had one on the Walmart shelf. I wish I had gotten two because I would have put one out of box. But I actually have I have my podium right here, which Tony was there, but the number one pop on my podium is the original Fiend. And this is actually the first pop that my wife bought me.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Funko Brothers. Yep. Funko Brothers said Sweet Pop, and they never get they never get mystery boxes. I know they open a lot of sodas. The Funko Brothers do. Nadia, that's awesome. She still needs that one. I think my Walmart still had like 6 of those. So.
Well, if you get another one, let me know. I'll buy it, and because I need one for out of box.
Okay. I gotta go there. I think Tuesday night. So
yeah,
I'll check and see if they got one.
They had a bunch of them, and at one point, and I didn't grab one, and then I went back to get it, and they only had one. So
nice.
I have another wrestling pop that I just got, but I can't show it off yet because you'll have to see it on Wednesday. It's for anyone who is in the state of Kentucky, go to Heroes Realm, get him to make you a mystery box. You will not be disappointed.
Nice.
100%. I'm trying to keep it as vague as possible because I know Randy's in here, and he and Obi and I have a group chat going, and I asked them, did you all open it? And they were like, no, not yet. How was your box? And I was like, I'm not telling you anything until, you've done your video.
Yeah.
Because it's, please come by, check it out on Wednesday. It will be worth the watch. 100%. And A-Team and I, we have to do a giveaway. We did a giveaway for our box battle, and I have to give away this bad boy. So
nice.
It's
is it a pop in the box?
Yeah, pop in the box Pinocchio, which actually came in really good condition. So
surprisingly,
when I first got into Funkos, and I was like, oh, I want to do mystery boxes, and I was like, oh, I found this company called Pop in a Box, honey. Look, I can select whatever pops I want.
Yeah. I think I got the male nurse, the Frontline Heroes, like 4 months in a row, and I'm like, I'm done with you people. Come on.
Yeah. I never got duplicates.
Me already.
I never got duplicates and everything, but it was getting to the point where I was just like, I'd rather just probably go out and buy stuff that I like rather than wait on shipping. That's basically
what they're sending you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is commons.
They're sending what they have in overstock. And yes, you pick what you want as far as telling what's in your collection or what you want. And every pop I got was stuff that I wanted in my collection. But my problem was at that point in my life, I wanted everything.
Exactly.
So I got a lot of good stuff from Pop in the Box. Don't get me wrong, but I have since canceled my subscription, and I will just go and buy what I like and buy other mystery boxes and go from there. Yeah, because I think it was like $15 a month or something.
It's 15 or 20, yeah, something like that.
Depending, I think I was doing like 3 pops a month or something like that.
Yeah, and I think they've changed it now where you can get like an anime box or a TV movie box or sports box. I think they've changed it now. So
yeah, when I was doing it, it was like that. But I did just general Funko, and I went in and I just started clicking everything. I want this, and it made it really easy for him because they're just like, well, just pick something.
Yeah, he selected 900 of the 1,100 we have available. Just pick 3.
900 of the 902 that we have.
Yeah. Milky asked, "Is it the character of the Fiend you like, or the wrestler behind the mask?"
I like them both. And I like the character of the Fiend, but I love Bray Wyatt's creativity. like the Fiend character he came up with on his own.
I was gonna say he came up with that on his own, right?
Yeah, and WWE gave him full reign over what he did with the character, all that stuff. It was absolutely his brainchild and his baby, and that's what I like about Bray Wyatt. So, yes, the Fiend is my favorite character that Bray Wyatt does, but I love Bray Wyatt. I also love Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's probably my number 2 in there, and then probably the Undertaker. So, I like the big guys.
And Nadia said, and then WWE ruined it.
Yes. Well, I've also heard that this is kind of I know that Bray Wyatt's doing a movie with the guy who helped him create The Fiend. And now that movie is over. And is set to release right around WrestleMania time.
Well, what a coincidence.
Right. So I would not be shocked because they are keeping the Alexa Bliss Libby character in the, wasping in the clouds and everything like that. I would not be surprised that if the Fiend may return. I was hoping for a Braun Strowman return, but I've also heard that him and EC3 have created their own wrestling group going on, so we may not see that ever again.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am so far behind on all that stuff. Nancy said, Undertaker, I had my class convinced he was my uncle for many years. Told them the choke slam, put some fear in them. There you go.
You should have told him that you taught him the choke slam.
That probably would have got him really scared. But yeah. So again, thank you for chatting with us tonight. So, and thank you everyone still in the chat with us. Nancy, welcome. So
yeah, it's absolutely my pleasure.
Yeah,
100%.
And we will for sure have you back, especially on the Veterans channel. Again, if anybody in the chat ever wants to come on live with us or with me, let us know. Let me know. And if you served in the military, or maybe you didn't serve in the military, maybe like me, I'm a military child. My mom and dad were both in. You'll have stories too, because I sure do.
I don't doubt it. You little hellion kids.
Exactly. No, not at all.
Military kids, cops kids, and preachers kids are the worst.
My parents, I'll tell them myself here. I was 18 years old. We lived just south of the Wisconsin border in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy and I went across the border, got fireworks.
Yeah.
Came back home with them. Well, that's illegal. That's transporting fireworks across state lines.
Right.
My parents were in Missouri. They found out what I was doing before I even got back in the house. When they got home, I got a phone call to leave the fireworks on the table and don't touch them. So you know what I did? I put them on the table, and that's where they sat. I never touched them.
Yeah. It's you'll push the envelope until mom and dad come in, and then you're just you're effed.
Yeah, and they weren't even in the same state as me, but I was like scared to death. I'm like, that's where they're gonna stay. 2 minutes.
We're on our way. Oh, good. I'll start digging the hole.
Crap. Yeah. Can I at least have a sheet tonight, Father? Yeah. Yeah, it was. I did not have a bad childhood at all. So, and a lot of military kids say, "Oh, it was horrible," and I was lucky enough. I was young enough when my dad got out that we didn't have to move around a bunch. And I know some people do. I know some people move every 3-4 years.
Yeah.
And, I know that can be hard on the kids too. So.
Yeah. I only had a wife my last year or two while I was in, and no children, so it was fairly easy for me.
Yeah. Now, when you were back in states, where were you stationed?
In Kentucky, in Richmond. Okay. I was actually in the National Guard, so I wasn't full time.
Okay.
But I when I left the armory the last day I was there, I was like, you know what? I'm never coming back here again. I now live 3 minutes from that armory. Like if I go in my bedroom and I jump like in the top of my window, I can see it.
See, the military is never truly out of you. See,
if they had a cure for diabetes and I could go back in today, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Like, no questions asked. Let's do it. So
I hear that from a lot of people, especially with everything going on in the world today.
The thing I miss is, the thing I liked about it the most is that sense of pride and sense of purpose. You had a job to do. You had an end game goal, protect the country, do your job, go home.
Yeah.
And if, like with all this Russia stuff and everything going on right now, if it rolled over into here, if you don't think I wouldn't be outside my house right now, or, the front line, wherever they were coming into, where I live, you're wrong. You're going to meet a really angry, fat, bearded guy. So.
Yeah, I think that's everywhere. It's tensions are high, and it's we all just got to be smart about it. We can't let it affect us. So
yeah, it's just at the end of the day, anyone in the military, their job is to keep everyone in America's life normal. We do what, or I used to do what people didn't have to do, so that they could be happy and free and doing what they do. If that all goes to shit, then then we got to worry about both sides of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Usually, with a common enemy, you have to worry about coming from this way. You're good, but when you have backlash start coming this way, it makes it real hard to want to have to stand right there and do what we're trained to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know I wasn't around, you weren't around, but I know that's what a lot of the Vietnam veteran.
Oh yeah.
What they faced when they came back here. I mean, it was a war or I'm not even gonna call it a war. It was a conflict. It was never deemed a war. So
it's you might not put the name war on it, but there's a lot of guys that went to war when they went over.
Oh yeah, and I understand that.
Yeah.
And but the way they were treated when they came back, we cannot do that again. We can't.
Yeah.
And
you think of the definition of war. It's two entities going together and fighting.
Mm-hmm.
When a lot of reference to going to Iraq and stuff like that was the Vietnam War, because you didn't know who the common enemy was.
Exactly.
It's everyone was dressed in normal clothes, and they there's AK-47s just laying on the ground. They just come pick one up, shoot you, and drop it, and just walk you.
Yeah.
And it was very much a guerrilla warfare situation. But yeah, it sucked. It sucked over there, and there was a lot of hurt and a lot of pain and everything like that. But the guys in Vietnam had it so much worse.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was not deemed a war.
Yeah.
A lot of Vietnam vets that went to war that day.
Oh yeah, and unfortunately they still do.
Yeah, every day.
Every day, and that's no fault of their own. You were doing what you felt called to do, and the same thing with all of them, and that's something that we have to focus on and help them if we can.
And there's a lot of guys that went to Vietnam that didn't choose to do it.
Exactly, Vietnam was that one that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's very difficult as far as I can't imagine. I could say put myself in someone's shoes, but it's difficult.
Yeah,
it's very difficult. Every single veteran out there is different as far as their coping methods, as far as how they handle situations and everything. I have a buddy of mine who went on both deployments with me, and now he won't leave his house. Like, won't leave it.
Yeah.
It's it's tough, but went through the same stuff. Here's me. Here's him.
Yeah.
It's just on how people deal with things.
Yeah. Everyone deals with it. I can look at something. You can look at something. We see two totally different things.
Yeah.
And then that's, Baby Ice, you're absolutely right. So, but for sure. So, all right, let's do one of these giveaways quick.
Let's give it away.
Get something away. Let's do this one here. So, if anybody watched our convoy video on Tuesday, I had the privilege of following the convoy as they came through town for truckers. That's not the right one. Well, let's just do that one. Let's do the Danger Mouse first. We'll just do Danger Mouse first. Okay. So this
Eric,
is
more times than
on our... Huh?
Eric asked me how many times I get food in my beer, and I said more times than you'll ever know.
More, yeah, exactly. And then you find it a week later.
This is for.
Yeah, exactly. So this is for our Danger Mouse. We battled Key Tons of Fun. Great box battle from new and old Funko Pop unboxing. We bought up and whatnot. Great boxes. We had to go over to their video, #Danger. And let's see, we got 11 comments. So, like I said, somebody's going to win a Danger Mouse, and it's Tats. They also
Congratulations, Tats.
A Grogu light and sound pop. I've never seen it before. It was so cool.
Oh.
Very, very cool. So, Tats, congrats on that.
He was here earlier.
Yep, I saw him earlier. I think I have his address. If not, I'll reach out to him on Instagram. I know him. All right, he's here. Send me your address on Instagram, Tats, and we'll get that shipped to you. So what is what's one line you want Funko to kind of focus on a little bit more? Where do you think they're lacking? Besides quality control.
Oh God. I am tired of looking at their website on stuff up and coming and then, saying this is releasing and then not releasing it for 6 months.
Yeah, we just went through that with the Vampire Freddy soda.
Yeah.
That should have been a Halloween, and now it's almost Easter.
Yeah, like the cereal boxes. Okay,
yep.
They came out with Frankenberry, and they came out with Count Chocula. I am a Boo-Berry nut, and they still haven't come out with it, but it's on their website.
Yeah, they still haven't released that one, which I don't understand. You would have thought you'd be making them at the same time.
Yeah, and you would think that Funko would also want to be completionists as well. They have a 10-inch Frankenberry. They have a 10-inch Count Chocula. I need a 10-inch Boo-Berry.
Which one do they not have? Boo-Berry?
Boo-Berry. They don't have Fruit Groot. They don't have Yummy Mummy.
Yummy Mummy would be a cool one. I'd have to get that one for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And they would sell out in seconds.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Two boys said more characters with beards.
Well, I got out of the military March 13th, 2013, and I have not had a clean-shaven face since then. Like there has been at least a goatee going on, but it's and now I'm getting her down. We weren't allowed to have a beard at work for about, I guess this was about 6 months ago. We weren't allowed to have a beard, but it's coming back in now. So
nice.
That is one thing I'm blessed with. I may not have hair on top of my head, but I have hair below the top of my head.
Nice. Mark Schaefer said more Doctor Who. My stepson would probably agree with you on that one.
I need an Alf Pop.
Oh, totally. And it has to be flocked.
Yeah. Yes.
Totally. Has to be.
And I need Harry and the Hendersons.
Definitely.
And Snorks.
Don't know what Snorks are.
It's a little cartoon.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And I need Salute Your Shorts pops. That was a show
That's
on
the one that
Nickelodeon.
where they were camp counts or campers or
Camp
camp.
Anawana, we hold you
Yep,
in our heart, and when we think about you, it makes me want to fart.
yep, yep. Yes, I love. Okay, I remember that one. Yeah, yeah,
But I'm also not very mainstream. I like the different stuff. So
yeah. But from what Funko's making, they're not main. Some of theirs is not mainstream at all either. So
they'll make whatever they can get the license for.
exactly, exactly.
But everything that I've said is, it's kind of lower key as far as Now Alf not so much, but everything else is just kind of it's stuff I grew up watching, but
Yeah,
it wasn't mainstream. I don't think
yeah,
it was like 10 a.m. when during the week on a sick day, kind of watching.
yeah. Well, I'm surprised they never came out with a Price is Right pop, and they have Bob Barker with Adam Sandler. They have
Yeah,
Jeopardy. Why not? They
yeah.
have Wheel of Fortune pops.
They could do
I'd
a
probably
game
buy
show
it.
host line,
Yeah, yeah,
but you know what would be unfortunate is they would say, "Oh, we're coming out with a Price is Right pop," but it would be Drew Carey.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because how many people would know who Bob Barker is?
Yeah.
They'd be like,
Now
"Well, that's Drew Carey." Yeah, no.
they may not have the rights to Bob Barker, but they may have the rights to uh, Billy Madison, not Billy Madison, excuse me, Happy Gilmore,
Yeah,
and Bob Barker might just be enveloped in that. So that might be why they have not made the prices right.
and that could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Ryan wants more Game of Thrones, whatever that is. So,
Right. I didn't know you liked Game of Thrones.
yeah.
That's weird.
Baby Ice said Hugh Hefner. Chase said something too. Chase said Jenna Jameson. So with the controversy over all of that, I don't see that ever happening.
I don't think they'll make a porn star line.
No. And Funko Brothers, Dukes of Hazzard would be cool, but I don't see it either. They would never make the General Lee. I know that.
No, but that'd be a really cool pop ride.
That would be an awesome one.
Nadia, I was saying this just a couple days ago. They need to make AEW pops.
No. Yeah. Any wrestling is big right now. AEW is even is huge.
AEW is huge is because WWE went so long without any competition, like any true competition.
So they got kind of stale.
Yeah. And they were just kind of doing whatever they wanted to do because they could. And there was nobody that was pushing the envelope. And now that there is someone pushing the envelope, that's why AEW. Because any true wrestling fan got pushed to AEW. Like, just pushed right over there. And it's, I think that's why it's exploded so much. The screen went black. I got worried. I was like, oh, I need to just talk again and no one sees me.
No, you're good. Tat said Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
Ryan is all in for the Gation Pops, Impact Pops. I think that's that game they're playing. I'm not real sure. Simpsons and South Park sodas.
Yeah.
I can see sodas coming from South Park or Simpsons. Simpsons is still huge.
I don't think they'll do a South Park soda because they won't be able to fit Cartman in a can.
Yeah. And then you got to look at Marge. How are you going to get her hair in there?
Yeah.
So.
It's it would the size differences would absolutely be.
Yeah.
And then the heads are so big on all the characters. I don't know how they would do that.
Yeah.
They'd be like this big in a soda can that's like that.
Be an Ed mode for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
More music, Janis Joplin for sure. Lady Gaga. Yeah. Beatles sodas, yes. Before we get Beatles sodas, we need to finish the Kiss line of sodas.
Yeah.
That kills me. Ugh.
I'd like to see more old school wrestling pops. Like I mentioned the other day, I'd like to see the Brood from WWE. the Brood 3-pack with Gangrel, Edge, and Christian.
Nice.
And they could have a bloody chase. There's all sorts of stuff they can do with that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But there's like the Boogeyman. I'd like to see a Boogeyman pop. I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
I've been thinking about going to GameStop and pre-ordering is it the Dude Love box?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mankind,
or Mankind. Yeah,
yeah.
But they have a Dude Love pop coming out, I think.
They have a Dude Love pop coming out. They have a Cactus Jack pop coming out, and the Mankind pop.
Okay.
Yeah, Mick Foley is one of my favorite characters of all time. Yeah, like one of my favorite wrestlers.
He went through hell.
That's for sure. Yeah, but he did it because he loved it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, he was very passionate about the wrestling business. Like I saw, what was it, Wife Swap or something like that, like Celebrity Wife Swap. It was and Mick Foley's family was on there, and I didn't realize he can't even tie his own shoes because he can't bend over that far.
Wow.
Because of so much pain he's put his body through. I mean, the man lost an ear in the middle of the wrestling ring and kept wrestling.
Yeah.
It's that dude was very passionate about what he does, and
that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And I am in it to win it.
he sure was. He sure was.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. We're going to give another flag, or this will be for a flag here. This was on our convoy video I started talking about earlier, and then I found the wrong one. I was privileged enough the last Monday and Tuesday to follow the People's Convoy, whatever they wanted to call it. It's about 500 to 1,000 vehicles, and they're just good. I think they arrived yesterday or today in Washington, D.C. They're peaceful protesters just trying to get their voices heard. Mostly are truckers. So if you haven't watched the video, go over there after the stream here. Check it out. It's only a couple minutes long. I actually got to talk to one of the organizers, a super cool dude. And we've been in contact, and he is going to reach out to me when they get settled. And hopefully we can sit down on a live some night and talk more about it. So
it is a really good video, man.
Super cool. So it was #America. Like I said, you're going to get a new flag, U.S. or international, does not matter on this. I don't care. We're going to send it. And it's Tats again. All right. Tats, it is your lucky night, man. Just send me your Instagram or your address on Instagram. So
flag and a soda. Jeez,
nice. Man. Nice. Cowboy, I remember as a movie. It was a good movie. Great movie. So it's almost 8:00. I know Jeremy Mitchie over at LSAPC coming on at 8. Ryan Milkey is going to be on the luau at 9.
Yep.
So
and then
what
you got Two Boys and
and Two Boys and their pops. What time is theirs on?
Pop Around the World. I think they're doing it on Eric's site tonight.
I think so.
Eric's
I believe
site,
so.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you have coming up this week?
So this week on Wednesday, we are dropping Mr. Menace Collectibles. Randy and Obi the Kid and myself, we're all dropping our 3-way box battle. So 3 guys doing a 3-way box battle.
If that's not clickbait, I don't know what is.
And Eric's saying they rescheduled. So
yeah. Okay, yeah, they're both sick. Well, I hope you both get to feeling better for sure.
Well, that's no bueno. So y'all take it easy and rest. Keep it easy.
Yeah, for sure. So do you usually do one video a week, or do you try to?
I do one every other week. Again, if I'm going to do a video, I want to do a lot in the video. It's I mean, I could do lots of stuff with shorts and stuff like that, but I like to do it the best that I can and actually give some content to where someone would want to sit down and watch it. Nice. And I can't do that every week with, do a 3-minute, 4-minute video and to my own personal wanting to give there. So while I am self-funded, I will be doing it once every other week until I win the lottery and or YouTube decides to start paying for stuff.
Nice. So you have.
What about you?
This week, well, I try to put out one a day at least.
Yeah.
I've got so much stuff sitting here, and I've got more coming in, unfortunately. Tomorrow's video is a mail call video.
Okay.
A lot of stickers, some whatnot stuff. We actually, spoiler alert, if you got really good eyes, you can see it. Probably not, though. We did open another autograph in tomorrow's video. A pop that I have no clue what it is, but it was cheap and it's autographed. So
there you go.
It up. Tuesday, I don't even know. I finally opened my What If box from Amazon. It's only been here like 6 months. I opened it finally. And then Wednesday, we're going to open the Ketones of Fun Poppin' Heat box, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Pop the Heat box to help them. And cannot wait for that. So that's what we got going on. And then we do have, I want to show this. So it's not all in there, but the $20 bill came from Danny over at Below Average Gaming Dad. Starting last Friday, every video that we drop until the end of March, every view that we get on those videos and lives, 3 cents will go to the Tunnel to Tower Foundation for the rest of the month. And Danny,
so I need to go back and binge every one of your videos
from last Friday on. Yeah.
Yes.
So Danny
I watched all those.
Donated $20 for that. So that's in the pot. And then, like I said, for every view, it doesn't sound like much, but 3 cents adds up after a while. For the rest of the month, especially.
Now, so like, are you doing like on your lives, like super chats and stuff? Can you do that on your lives or no?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
I'm just over 500. I think you need 1,000 to do that.
Yeah, that's the big number that everybody wants. So,
and the closer I get to it, the more I'm like, I don't really know if I want it or not. But I'm still fighting for it. So.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's if I can do it and they want to monetize me and I can get better content, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So, I've actually gone. I have 182 now.
Nice.
We're getting to 200.
Yeah. Yeah, you need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So, yeah, and those hours add up too. After a while, they add up pretty quick. So,
yeah,
that's what we got going this week. I don't know. We don't have a whatnot auction. We did one today. I've got to pack that stuff up tonight. So. That's about it. But I want to thank you again for coming on tonight and chatting, not only about Funko, but about your life in the military. And again, if anybody is out there and they need help, or if you're in the chat and you don't want to put it in the chat and you need help, reach out to somebody.
It's
please.
I didn't ask for help for a long time because I thought it made me weak, and it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. Take my word for it or not take my word for it, but I promise you, at the end of the day, asking for help will get you help.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
and you cannot get help unless you want to help yourself.
Yeah. If you don't want it, yeah. But for sure, and I say this all the time: we're always here, no matter what time of day it is. We're always here for everybody. So reach out to us. That's all I can say. There's plenty of organizations out there. When I get done here and I get back inside where it's a little bit warmer, I'm going to tag a bunch of veterans organizations, hotlines, everything. I've got a list of them. I should have put them on the thing, but I didn't. But I will do that as soon as I get off of here. So
yeah. That's good.
Sharon, I was just at the VA this past week, and it does help to talk. I know Sharon is a veteran as well, so
yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
It's it's there is support out there. I don't think there's enough support. I don't think it's very easily accessible support.
No.
But if there's anything I can do, and I know if I have a question, I'll go to you. If you have a question, you're more than welcome to come to me. I have many contacts in many different areas of whatever. And if any veteran out there needs help, I am here day or night. Don't even have to know who you are. I'll help you. So
yeah, exactly. And that's what's great about everything. We're all here to help. And that's all it is.
Yeah.
So,
it's I like to we're going back to the whole no one picks on my brother but me thing, but if the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, the Army, the Coast Guard were all in the same bar, all five of them would be picking on each other. They would. It just, it is what it is. It's one of the camaraderie things about being in the different branches and stuff like that. But if an outsider walks in and starts picking on, say, the Air Force guy, if you don't think that Marine or that soldier or that sailor is going to come in and just, help that guy out, you're wrong.
You're very mistaken. Yes. Yeah, sure.
We might fist fight all day long between the five of us, but if somebody comes between any one of us, that's another story completely.
Yeah.
No one picks on my brother but me.
Yeah, it's a huge brotherhood. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
brother or sister, because
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I tend to forget that sometimes, and I don't do it on purpose. Yeah.
I have met some badass females in the Army as well.
Yes.
Like we had a female in my first deployment. She is the first female since World War II to get the Silver Star.
Wow.
And she did some badass shit. I apologize for the language.
Oh, you're good.
That's the only way of describing it. She is a badass motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know quite a few women in the military that could take any guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't matter. They would.
Yeah, because they can.
I went to school with a girl that couldn't beat up this water bottle, and when she came back, there was nobody that messed with her. I mean, but the sweetest person in the world. But
yeah, yeah, and
you were done.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people. You have your hairline trigger people, but like myself, to get me mad, it's like setting off a nuke. You have to hit the switches. You have to open up the boxes. You have to hit the codes. You have to have two guys 6 feet apart from each other. And they have to do the exact same sequence at the exact same time.
Yeah.
It's possible to piss me off. It's real hard to do it. But when you do, you get the nuke.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Oh, man. Well, it's been a pleasure tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And thank you, everyone in the chat. Says there's 17 of you still here. Thank you very much. Since you are still here, and I'm going to drop this one more time. Give anybody
give it away
here. If you hashtag America and put it in the chat, you'll be entered to win a brand new flag sent to you. International, domestic, doesn't matter. I don't think Sharon was here when we did it when we talked about it, so give that a little couple seconds there, and then we'll pull that. This is just my way of thanking you. As you know us, we like to give stuff away. It may not be, the big and the bad like some channels, but hey, I'm small time, guys.
We are self-funded.
We are self-funded for sure. Sure. So, yeah, can Tats go 3, guys? What do you think? Can Tats go 3 for 3?
Tats is turning into Mama J.
Yeah, Mama J or Nadia.
Yeah.
Nadia is pretty good there. All right. So we got 15 entries, it says.
Thank you, Baby Ice.
LJ as well. Thank you. Baby Ice, thank you for dropping that link. All right, let's go ahead. I think we're done. 15. Let's draw it. And
You.
Yep, yep. I don't know. James. James the
James.
Shears, West Virginia.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
James.
That's what makes you big and bad. Yeah. Congrats, James. Anything that was won tonight will be shipped this week, so don't worry about that. But it'll be shipped this week. So, great night. Thank you guys again. All the chat says there's 19 of you here now. You say giveaway and people come. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fact that we've been entertaining, 17, 19 people for this long is it says something for us.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you said. I got this channel start the other channel. Let's chat with veterans last year, and my goal was I live literally 500 yards from a veterans home.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go up there, sit down with them, chat with them, film a little bit, and put it on that channel.
Yeah.
And with everything going on in the world, can't do it, unfortunately. Yeah. So, like tonight, we're just going to reach out to folks. Like Sharon, if you'd like to come on one night, let me know. Anybody wants to share their story, if you feel willing to. I know some people aren't, and that is totally fine. So,
and anytime you want to have me back, I'm here.
Cool.
Regardless, so anytime.
Definitely, man.
If
guys,
I'm not working and I can do it, I will.
Definitely. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon, you're never late. You were here, and these are always up, so you can always check back later. Life comes first, and we always tell people that. So, for sure.
There's nothing more important than life.
Exactly. My ugly face will always be on YouTube until they delete me or the Russians take it away. So I'm not sure.
Everyone says you only live once, but that's not true. You only die once. You live every day. So
there you go. I like that.
Yeah.
So
you make the best of it and have fun and say F off to anyone who tries to impede on that.
There you go. So, well, again, Big Easy, thank you for joining us tonight. It has been a pleasure getting to know you.
Thank you for
looking at your huge collection back there. Guys, Wednesday, he's going to be dropping that mystery box with him, Obi the Kid, and Randy from Mystery Madness Collectibles. It's the Battle of Kentucky. Who's going to win? Let's go. Who's going to win? Probably Randy. He'll probably pull some blacklight out of there that he made in his basement.
I will say this, and I'm going to see on my video #rigged a lot, I'm sure, because I set up the battle. But I let those two guys pick their boxes first. So I took what was left. And I will say this, after everyone sees my video, and it's knowing Stephen and Beth, the owners of Heroes Realm, they're probably all three just like the box I have. Like, I know he was going to make I said, we need someone to be a winner. And he's like, I'll have a winner, but everyone's going to like their box.
Nice.
And he did. And it's not just Funko Pops in there either.
I'm starting to like those more.
Yeah.
Because it's like I got a tech the other day, and I got a Q-Fig the other day, and it's like, I knew they existed, but I never had one before. Now I have one. I'm like, I don't really want to go down that rabbit hole. So,
yeah. I like those boxes. Like, I'll do like a pop soda box. I'm afraid to do like the grab bag boxes over on Smile World because I know there are rabbit holes in those that I will just fall down and I will just be like, well, now I need all of them.
This was one of their kitchen sink boxes, and it was like, it had a pop, a soda, a tech, and a Q-Fig in it. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want the techs because they're expensive, and the Q-Fig, it really didn't do anything for me. So
right. But it's also material for your whatnot auctions too.
Exactly. It's fodder for the overstock shelf over there that's about ready to fall down. So yes, guys, make sure it's almost 8:00. Make sure you leave here, go over to LSAPC, let them know that they're going to have a good show tonight, and enjoy them. Don't forget also to check out the Luau, 8:30, 9 o'clock, if you want to see Ryan Milky all the way from Scotland. He's going to be over there. LJ the Geek is going to go on at 9 o'clock, I believe, as well. So there's a lot of lives, guys. Go check them all out. Stop in for a few minutes. Find the one you want to hang out with. But make sure you check them all out. Show them all some love. Get them some views. Leave some comments. Spread the love. That's what we're about.
Hit the like button. Hit the sub button. It's it means a lot to. It may not seem like a lot to you guys. I mean, the ones that don't do YouTube and stuff like that. But it's a lot to us because we do work hard on these videos and we do enjoy doing them for ourselves, but we also do it for y'all. Yep. And anytime that, like I'm excited, I got 2 new subs out of doing this live, which is fantastic for me. But anytime that we can do something like that and we can see our progress go forward, like we got 28 likes on this video and there's 14 people watching. Yep. That's pretty good. That means people just came in and, said hi and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with the way this turned out.
Yeah.
Even though you abandoned me and you made me do it all on my own for a little bit.
What I did was I jinxed myself when I said it, because once I said it, I'm like, our internet's never gone out in a storm. The power's blinked before. And I think that's what happened, because I noticed these lights flickered at one point, and I think that's when the internet went out. I think the power for that long. So, and it don't take much. So.
Everything froze, and I was like, oh gosh, what happened? And I thought, well, he's hosting it, so obviously they can't see me. Nope. Then the chat goes, we can still see you. You should just keep going. Okay.
It was a trial by fire. Can he do it by himself? Let's see.
I think we did okay.
We told Randy the first time he ever went live on the Horseman that we were going to do that. We were going to have him start, and then we were just going to sit there and make him talk.
Everyone, don't move.
Yeah, no one moved. Yes, James, Mother Nature did pull the plug. So, all right, guys. Again, thank you, Big Easy, for coming on, being so gracious.
My pleasure.
We will have you on again for sure. Again, anybody who wants to come on the show on the Sunday Night Live here, reach out to one of us. Reach out to Big Easy. He'll reach out to me.
Yeah.
So, guys, as we always say, be a decent human being. Do one good thing for everybody. And we'll see you next time. Make sure to go over to LSAPC. Check out Big Easy. Subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't, why? It's free. Come on.
Absolutely.
So hit that like button as well. And we'll see you over in LSAPC. At least I will.
Keep it easy.
Bye, guys.